out there, YouTube, how we doing today? Well, as you can see by that big old box on the table, we got something really cool in from Real Steel. So stay tuned after we roll that intro. I'm going to show you what came in that box. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for staying past that intro. Now I know all y'all already know what's in the box because you clicked on the title, you clicked on the thumbnail, but you know, give me my jokes here, okay? That's right, today we're going to take a look at the Real Steel Bushcraft 2, the fixed blade. Now, full disclaimer, I kind of paid for it, but not really because I got this in the very last PMP prep box. Take a look right up there. I'm going to show you all the cool crap that came in that box. Take a look at that at your convenience, and then come on back and take a look at this one. Now, without much further ado, for all you cool people out there who haven't done it yet, look, I've been stalling for a little while now. A little watermark should have popped up down here. Go ahead, hover over that, click on that, and that should bring you right to subscribe. It'd make me really happy if you could just get it out the way now. That way you don't have to do it later. But here we are. All right, I know I've been teasing it for a little while, but here is the blade. Now, depending how I upload these, okay, there's a folder of this exact blade that I've already shot a review on. And I'm going to tell you honestly, if I've uploaded that before I upload this one, look right up there. Up there. You'll see the review for the folder. If not, just keep checking the channel. You'll see it. All right. I do like the way it looks. I love the two-tone, I should say, the black G10 scales, but with the red liner. I think it just looks cool. I love the fact it is a big old hunk of D2 steel. It looks beautiful. I mean, I love the folder. When Jason included the fix in that box, made me happy as crap, man. Alright, so let's take a look at some stats. It's got an overall length of 8.625 inches. The blade is 4.125 with a cutting edge of 4 even. The handle itself is about 4.5 inches, 4.5. Now it does have a bit of a weight to it at 5.74 ounces. It's not overbearing for a fixed blade. For a folder, I'd say, dear God, that weighs a lot. But for a fixed, not really. It's got a bit of weight to it, but not too much. Now, as you can see, we do have a fine edge on there. It does has, as you can see real clearly, the Scandi grind, done in the drop point style. Now here's the cool part, okay? If you bought this blade before 2015, the blade steel is going to be 440 high carbon steel. This one, obviously, it's been after 2015 because I just got it. This one's D2. So I like the fact they did, in my opinion, an upgrade on the steel. I know. Some of you out there despise D2, and that's okay. I kind of like it, so I'm happy. Alright? As you can see by the light reflecting off it, it does have a satiny finish, which that and stonewash, seriously, those are like my two favorite. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know those are my favorite. Now, like I said in the opening, it's got black G10 scales with red liners. It just gives it a really cool look. Now, I will say this, alright? This is weird. There's your lanyard hole, basically recessed in there. Little weird, but it's okay. You know, you can get paracord through there, no problem. Just melt, crimp it in, and help pull it through. This is, in my opinion, the only real downside to this blade. Alright? I love the Kydex sheath. I think that's cool. I love the fact they put a drainage portal in there, which I thought was awesome. I like the fact that you can position, you know, your little holder here in multiple locations. So if you wanted to carry it scout, you can. If you wanted to carry it handle down, you can. If you want to make it into a neck knife, you can. This is the only thing I really do not like. It just reminds me of a seatbelt for some reason, and I don't know why. It has the exact same feel, exact same look, and almost exact same texture of a seatbelt. Just seriously weird. Oh, and in case you're wondering, it is made in China. I mean, heck, the box is pretty much a dead giveaway, huh? I mean, really, who figured, right? All right, now let's have some fun. Guys, I will tell you, I forgot to bring our friend Mr. Ratchet Strap today, so we've only got 2 cutting tests. Obviously, we know it's going to go through paper, no problem. Damn. Okay, that was just me trying to go a little slow right there. Because I've always been told, if you go through it fast, it's really not a good test of the cutting surface. But if you go slow... See that little curly cue that was popping up? That's kind of cool. That should happen almost every time, in my opinion. Alright. Paracord. And in case you guys are wondering, it is mil-spec 550 cord. It is not cheap Walmart China imported BS. Yeah, no problem with that pull test. Alright, slice test. Yeah, go figure, right through. I mean, this guy's kind of almost out of the box and really hasn't been beat on anything yet. I've just been playing around with it. Goes through 4. No problem. Alright, like I said, I forgot our friend Mr. Ratchet Strap, but he will make an appearance again. Now, I took a look out on 3 different areas for this guy. Alright, on Amazon, Blade HQ, and RealSteelKnivesUSA.com. On Amazon, it's going to run you $54.80. Blade HQ, same price, $54.80. Over on RealSteelKnivesUSA.com, $75.50. And by the way, that's where I found out about the 2 different steels that they were, I should say the previous steel that they were incorporating into this blade. I only found reviews for it on 1 location, and that's on Amazon, where it's rated 4 out of 5 stars with 16 reviews. Very, very positive reviews on this guy on Amazon, which is strange because normally I see a lot of hate on Amazon for blades, especially ones made in China. I don't know why. The hatred just pours out. People love cheap blades, but are pissed when they break. Not saying this is cheap, but, you know, some things from China. All right. Now, with all that weird stuff being said, I want to know what you guys think. You know, this is the point where you're going to tell me your love, your hatred, your questions, your comments, your disgust, your overjoying love, you know, whatever, down below in the comment section, guys. I want to know what you're thinking. You know I will get back with you. Now, for you first-time viewers of the channel, guys, thank you. You picked a weird one, but you picked kind of a fun one. I'm very flattered you chose this video because I know there's lots of options out there on the internet for you. And yeah, we do things a little differently on this channel, but I kind of like it that way. Now, for you longtime viewers of the channel, I want to thank you so much for sticking with us, watching us grow. But here is your second chance at redemption if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. Right down there, right in this little corner, you are going to see a big old channel logo. Go ahead and destroy that thing, man. It's going to bring you right to subscribe. After you've clicked on subscribe, please beat up its little brother, the bell icon. Why? Very good question. Because that's going to let you know every time my channel uploads a brand new video. Now, speaking of videos, guys, 2 are going to pop up over here. Those are going to be videos that YouTube is going to select from my catalog that they think are going to be a great viewing experience for you. There we go, guys. My tabletop look at the Real Steel Bushcraft 2, the fixed blade version. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day today.